bitch was white! God damn it! I thought the bitch was white!
Hollywood's untouchables, the stars who once ruled the red carpet, but now haunt the industry's darkest corners. What does it take to go from beloved icon to an unspoken name? Scandals, secrets, and silent bans. Join me as we pull back the velvet curtain on the career-ending chaos that left these actors erased from Tinseltown's spotlight. Buckle up. This is about to get wild. Next up is James Franco, a former Hollywood star whose career hit a major decline after several controversies. Despite early success, including an Emmy nomination for playing James Dean and an Oscar nod for 127 Hours, his personal life began to overshadow his work. The turning point came in 2014 when a questionable interaction with a young fan surfaced, drawing widespread attention. Even though James defended it as an innocent exchange, the incident left a lasting mark. Things escalated further in 2018 after his Golden Globe win for The Disaster Artist, when a fellow actress made cryptic comments that reignited scrutiny of his behavior. These controversies led to distancing by former collaborators like Seth Rogen, who stated he has no plans to work with James again. As a result, James's Hollywood opportunities have dwindled, leaving many to wonder if he will ever make a comeback. Jim Caviezel's career took a dramatic turn following his role as Jesus in Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ. In the early 2000s, Caviezel was a rising star, starring in hits like The Thin Red Line and The Count of Monte Cristo. However, after portraying Jesus in Gibson's controversial film, which was both a box office success and criticized for its graphic content and alleged anti-Semitic undertones, Caviezel's career faced significant challenges. Before filming, Gibson warned Caviezel that accepting the role could lead to being shunned by the industry. This warning proved accurate as Caviezel found it increasingly difficult to secure roles after the film's release. In discussions, including one at the First Baptist Church of Orlando, Caviezel shared how Gibson had predicted he would struggle to find work in Hollywood. Despite occasional roles, such as in Sound of Freedom, Caviezel has never regained his previous level of fame. Nonetheless, he has expressed a lack of interest in Hollywood's accolades and fame, choosing instead to embrace his own path. Dane Cook, who gained fame in the mid-2000s with his raunchy humor and energetic performances, saw a sharp decline in his career by the end of the decade. The downturn began with the critical and box office failures of Employee of the Month and Good Luck Chuck. These films, which both failed to impress audiences and earned Razzie nominations, significantly damaged Cook's Hollywood reputation. Cook's comedic style, once popular, began to face criticism for lacking substance. Allegations of joke theft further alienated him from his peers, with figures like Joe Rogan and Louis C.K. accusing him of stealing material. This controversy was notably addressed in an episode of Louis, where Cook and Louis C.K. confronted the issue. Attempts to transition to dramatic roles and superhero or sci-fi genres, such as the poorly received 400 Days, were largely unsuccessful. His TV ventures, including the unaired NBC sitcom Next Caller, also faltered due to creative differences. It appears Cook's efforts to revive his career have struggled to gain traction. Cameron Diaz, celebrated for her roles in There's Something About Mary, Charlie's Angels, and The Holiday, has been notably absent from the big screen since Annie in 2014. Her retreat from Hollywood isn't due to being banned, but rather a blend of professional and personal decisions. Despite a successful career, Diaz's later films struggled with inconsistent box office results and poor reviews. Annie, while nostalgic, failed both financially and critically, impacting her marketability. Films like The Counselor further tarnished her reputation, and being typecast in less dynamic roles contributed to her reduced interest in pursuing new projects. On a personal level, Diaz took a step back to focus on her well-being and reassess her life priorities. She found peace in her decision to take a break, acknowledging that the time off allowed her to prioritize self-care. While her future in acting remains uncertain, this hiatus has proven beneficial for her overall happiness. Tobey Maguire, once Hollywood's golden boy thanks to his iconic role as Spider-Man, has faced numerous challenges that dimmed his once bright star. Known for his performances, Maguire also encountered rough patches on set, notably with co-stars like James Franco and Charlize Theron, hinting at deeper off-screen issues. During the peak of his Spider-Man fame, Maguire's health concerns led him to request schedule changes for the sequels, causing a temporary rift that saw him almost replaced until industry supporters intervened. Despite apologizing for his actions, his reputation took a hit, and perceptions of him as a diva persisted. These clashes and his demanding nature gradually cooled his reception in Hollywood, leading to fewer roles over time. While Maguire has expressed indifference to being seen as lacking charisma, it's clear that his reserved and challenging personality hasn't helped sustain his career in the limelight. Bill Cosby. Released due to a prior non-prosecution agreement after a 2018 conviction for aggravated assault, Cosby's legacy remains deeply tarnished by over 60 allegations of sexual assault. Hollywood, once a supportive playground for him, now decisively shuns him. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court's decision to overturn his conviction has not cleared his name in the court of public opinion. Industry insiders, including PR strategist Howard Bragman, emphasize that Cosby is not seen as innocent, but merely technically not guilty. As a result, no traditional media houses, talent agencies, or studios are willing to reconnect with him. The severe discrepancy between his past wholesome image and the heinous nature of the accusations renders him a toxic figure in the industry. Once a beloved father figure on screen, Cosby is now considered persona non grata, with any potential public engagements limited to the fringe elements of the entertainment industry. Lindsay Lohan's Hollywood career suffered due to unprofessional behaviors, such as frequent tardiness and erratic conduct on set. Her reliability took a hit when the CEO of Morgan Creek Productions publicly criticized her in 2006 for missing work, marking a severe blow to her professional image. Additionally, Jane Fonda confronted her over unprofessionalism during the filming of Georgia Rule, highlighting ongoing issues. These patterns of behavior continued to impact her career, as evident during her time on the set of Glee, where she was reportedly unprepared and disruptive. This behavior made casting directors and producers wary, fearing on-set disruptions and potential financial losses, which limited her opportunities in major Hollywood productions. Despite past challenges, Lohan has recently appeared in the Netflix romantic comedy Irish Wish. This role suggests that she might be on the path to reviving her career, signaling a possible comeback in the entertainment industry. Elizabeth Berkley, widely known for her role as Jessie Spano on Saved by the Bell. Her career took a dramatic turn with her leap to the big screen in the 1995 film Showgirls. This NC-17 rated movie, featuring Elizabeth in scenes far removed from her wholesome TV image, shocked audiences with its full frontal nudity and intense dance sequences. Showgirls was critically panned, earning just $37 million against its $40 million budget. Critics savaged Elizabeth's performance, and her sudden shift from teen icon to a risque film star led to widespread backlash. This negative reception resulted in her unofficial blacklisting in Hollywood, with casting directors and producers steering clear. However, Elizabeth wasn't solely to blame. Director Paul Verhoeven later acknowledged that the film's failure was on him and screenwriter Joe Esterhazy, not Elizabeth, who followed their direction to the letter. Mira Sorvino, once a top actress, faced a career setback after her encounters with Harvey Weinstein in the mid-1990s. While working on Mighty Aphrodite, Sorvino resisted Weinstein's advances, leading to significant consequences. She described unsettling incidents, including Weinstein appearing uninvited at her apartment late at night. Sorvino's refusal to comply with Weinstein triggered a hidden campaign against her. Director Peter Jackson later revealed that Miramax, at Weinstein's request, advised against hiring Sorvino for The Lord of the Rings, branding her as difficult to work with. This was part of a broader scheme by Weinstein to blacklist her, affecting her career during a critical period. The truth about these events came to light with the Me Too movement, which prompted Sorvino to speak out. Her revelations highlighted the systemic mistreatment in Hollywood, and with increased industry awareness, such unfair practices may hopefully become less common. Kevin Spacey, a double Oscar winner and former star of House of Cards, experienced a dramatic career collapse following allegations of sexual misconduct that emerged in 2017. The fallout was swift, he was removed from House of Cards, and his role in All the Money in the World was recast and reshot with Christopher Plummer. An arbitrator later ruled that Spacey's actions breached his contract, resulting in a $31 million penalty for the show's producers. Spacey was cleared of assault charges in a high-profile London trial, where Elton John testified in his defense. Hollywood remains cautious. While he might find work opportunities in Europe, his prospects in Hollywood are dim. The industry's skepticism is fueled by his ongoing legal battles, unresolved civil lawsuits, and significant financial burdens from legal fees. Despite Spacey's optimism about returning to the screen, industry sentiment suggests that his comeback may be more complicated than he hopes, reminiscent of other actors who faced similar scandals. Stacey Dash, once celebrated as a 90s icon for her role in Clueless, has seen her Hollywood career become tumultuous due to her vocal support for conservative views and involvement in divisive activities. Her transition to a role as a political commentator on Fox News, where she aligned with prominent conservative figures, marked a significant shift from her previous image, alienating her from much of Hollywood. Dash made controversial remarks about environmental advocate Leonardo DiCaprio and engaged in public disputes with figures supporting Black Lives Matter, labeling Jesse Williams a plantation slave. Her participation in the anti-abortion film Roe v. Wade, which pushed conspiracy theories, only deepened her rift with the industry. This series of actions and statements culminated in Dash being perceived as too controversial for mainstream Hollywood. Her alignment with contentious political views and divisive public statements have left her largely ostracized in the entertainment industry. Armie Hammer's rapid decline in Hollywood serves as a poignant reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in the entertainment industry. His career came to an abrupt halt in 2021 following a series of serious allegations, including accusations of sexual assault and the emergence of disturbing messages related to certain fantasies. These allegations exploded into a full-blown scandal, compelling Hammer to withdraw from several high-profile projects, including a film opposite Jennifer Lopez. Despite the Los Angeles District Attorney's decision in 2023 not to file charges due to insufficient evidence, the damage to Hammer's reputation was already extensive. The entertainment industry, cautious of association, largely shunned him. This led Hammer to seek alternative employment outside of acting, notably working as a sober companion. The repercussions of the scandal indicate that Hammer's return to acting is highly unlikely, illustrating the lasting impact of public controversies on personal and professional lives in Hollywood. Wesley Snipes, once a major action star, saw his career trajectory shift due to several factors that ultimately left him out of favor with Hollywood. Known for his outspoken nature, Snipes often highlighted the industry's racial biases and the limited roles available to minority actors. While his advocacy was commendable, it made him a controversial figure within the industry circles. His career was further impacted by a string of films in the early 90s that failed to resonate with critics, diminishing his box office appeal. Additionally, Snipes faced a significant public and legal issue in 1991 when he was racially profiled and wrongly arrested by the Los Angeles Police Department, an incident that negatively affected his public image. Compounded by his perceived difficult behavior on set and decisions, such as turning down sequels like Major League 2, which could have boosted his career, Snipes found himself gradually sidelined in Hollywood. These elements combined to overshadow his early successes, making his path back to the limelight challenging. Megan Fox saw her visibility wane following a controversial interview where she unfavorably compared director Michael Bay to Hitler. This comment, provoked backlash, particularly from producer Steven Spielberg, who advocated for her removal from the Transformers franchise, significantly derailing her career. This incident painted Fox as difficult to work with, leading to further isolation within Hollywood circles. Her strained relationships extended beyond Bay and Spielberg, as evidenced by denunciations from the Transformers crew, who labeled her ungrateful and difficult. These disputes have considerably impacted her career, limiting her roles in major Hollywood productions. Fox criticizing the superficial demands placed on her, like an incident where Bay allegedly had her wash his Ferrari as part of an audition. Her resistance to being typecast as a mere sex symbol and her willingness to speak out seem to have alienated her from Hollywood's mainstream. Have you ever wondered why Lea Michele, once a star of the hit TV series Glee, has faced significant backlash and diminishing career opportunities? Her decline isn't due to a lack of talent, she's shown as Rachel Berry, but rather her off-screen behavior, widely criticized by former co-stars and the public.